Welcome back, this is Stoney, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the motor on your Samsung dishwasher. Mine has a water wall feature on it. It's a spray bar that essentially moves back and forth, water hits it, bounces up, and cleans dishes on the bottom rack. If you have a Samsung, I guarantee you eventually it's going to go bad. This is the second time I've had to replace my motor in 3 years. So I'm going to show you what it's doing, and then we're going to get right into it and show you how to fix it. It's really simple, it just takes a little bit of time, but you can save money and do it yourself. First, I'm going to show you how to take off the bottom tray. Just pull it out, place it off to the side. For the top tray, just pull it out and then lift it up at like a 30-degree angle, and those rollers should come off on the sides right here, and it should pop right out, and set this off to the side. Now I'm going to show you what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit power. I'm going to go ahead and dummy out the switch. So take a flathead screwdriver, shove it down there, and you'll hear it clink, and then you'll hit start. And the water wall at this point should start moving back and forth. And if it doesn't, most likely your motor is bad. You can hear it grinding. That's not a good sound. It's trying to move, it's skipping. That's a bad motor. First things first, just go ahead and kill the power to it. And we're going to shut the water to it. First thing we have to do, we have to remove this out of the way. So there's two little pieces you can pry up here with a flathead screwdriver, just like that. And then it should expose two Phillips head screws underneath them. So take a Phillips head screwdriver and go ahead and take them out. Now they might not actually physically come out, but you loosen them enough so they're not anchoring down this anymore. Okay. Now to take the water wall out, all you gotta do is pull it towards you, lift up, and then this little hook on the bottom here, just kind of push it towards you like that. So it's lift up from the back, pull it towards you, and lift up. And this is the water wall right here. Now your two screws, don't lose these. They just dropped out, that's all right. I'm gonna put them up top here. Now, as you see, it's belt driven on the inside here, okay? This is a good time to inspect your belt and make sure that it's not worn. A lot of times these belts do not go bad. And to check and see to make sure everything works okay, just go ahead and go like this. If it operates nice and smooth, that means that everything up here is totally fine, and it's definitely going to be the motor. This is nice and smooth, no problems here. Now we have to remove this water line right here that goes up to the top spinny. It's really easy. There's two clips right here on each side, and then there's clips right there. You're just going to expand these out this way, and then the same thing with up top here, this way, and then this whole thing's going to pop out right here. Here's the motor shaft right here. Now this whole piece is going to come out, but to get this out, we have to bring the dishwasher out, put it on the counter, and then remove it from the bottom side. There's a little little white coupler that holds this all together. But once that's removed, this can pull out and we can easily replace the motor. So let's go ahead and start taking the dishwasher out. My dishwasher is a DW80J7550UG. And I bought my part off at Amazon. I think it was around $100, but it's a DD310001. And this is the actual motor right here. I'll pin a comment or a little link that you can see and order the right one if you have my style dishwasher. But they all might be pretty similar with this same motor. Now we have to actually take the dishwasher out. There's a little beauty bezel or plate that's down here. There's just two Phillips head screws holding it on. And this is going to expose your wiring connection and your water connection. So go ahead and pull those two screws out. Lay this off to the side. Excuse my dog hair, but I'll get that cleaned up in just a little bit. So the water line is right here. So I'm gonna grab a crescent wrench and pull this off. A little bit of water might come out. Just have a towel ready to soak up any water. Electrical connections right here. There's just a screw holding this beauty plate on here. Connection plate. Go ahead and take this off. Set it off to the side. Remember, don't lose these parts. And then, as long as your power's off, now we can safely unwrap these wires right here. Like so. And then we can go ahead and pull these wires through here. Set them off to the side. One, two, and three. Now the last thing to do before we pull out the dishwasher is it's screwed into your cabinets here. So this, for me, this comes off right here, this comes off right here, and then there's just a Phillips head screw on both sides that pull off. Sometimes people put a lot more in here, maybe on the top, but mine are right there, so I'm gonna pull those off right now. Now you should be able to pull the dishwasher out, just slide it towards you. It's actually not as heavy as you think it is. And expose the back. With the dishwasher partly out, take a pair of channel locks like this. You'll see your drain line right here. There's just a little black hose clamp. Just go ahead and compress those together, and then you can pull that out. There may be water in this hose. That's why your towel is here. Yep. Just let your towel soak it up, and you're good to go. You should now be left with your wire, your water connection, and then your drain pipe just hanging out like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and put the dishwasher up on top of the counter. Like I said, it's not very heavy. If you have a second person though, it would be a lot helpful if they came over here and grabbed this with you. Lift it up. Stick it out like that. Now we gotta take off this panel right here. It's just held by two more Phillips head screws. And set this off to the side. This is at the bottom of the dishwasher on the very back of it. Now we're going to take these electrical connectors off here. There's two of them. One has 3 wires going into it. It's kind of shaped like a rectangle. Just go ahead and pull that apart. And then this one here, it's 4 wires. This is for the actual motor itself. Go ahead and pull this apart. That separates that. Now we gotta take off these 3 hoses right here, and you can see it's the same style as that drain clamp. Just go ahead and take your channel locks like this, squeeze them together, and then you can pull this hose down. Okay. Do that for all 3, like so. Like that. Okay, good. Now, these 3 plastic lock rings right here, you have to take those out. All you gotta do is unscrew and pull down. Unscrew and pull down. Unscrew. If they're kind of tight, just take a flathead screwdriver. There's little like things that hang down here. Just tap it and it will come down. Okay. So those are off to the side. Now there's a lock ring on the inside here where the motor is, right here. So all you're going to do is just take your screwdriver again, and it should just pop right out like that, nice and loose. Now the motor can come out. Here's the assembly, and all we got to do is just pull up on it and bring it up, just like that. I wanted to give you a bit better view of this ring you got to take off. So this is it installed. That's how you just saw it inside of there. All you're going to do is just take this when it's in there and just rotate it, and it snaps out of place. And then you could pull this out. I just want to make sure you've seen how this ring works. And now the easy part. All I got to do is the old motor. There's one screw here, one screw right there. Just go ahead and take these out. Pop out your motor. There's a little O-ring on this side. It's going to go through the O-ring. It should be pretty tight. Should pop out just like that. And then take your new motor. It can only go in one way. Go ahead and insert this inside. It's going to go through the gasket. Sit like that. Okay, and then take your screws again and tighten it back down. Okay, easy peasy. Now you have your gasket that sits down here. Okay, you have some O-rings that are inside of here. Those shouldn't have gone anywhere. Those can stay right there. They might be kind of crummy, but they're probably okay. You can replace these, but I would just keep them in there. Two here, and then the other one is missing, but it's on that spout you took out earlier. So now let's go ahead and put it back inside. First thing you want to do is re-put this plastic ring on the inside right here. Just kind of let it hang out on the other side of these. Then we can grab our motor, and we want to make sure we put the electrical connectors down through that coupler, that plastic ring, and then go ahead and set this down in place like that. Okay, now this might be one of the most difficult parts, is putting this plastic ring back in here. But make sure again that your wiring is coming through the ring, okay? And then just try and grab this ring. My fingers might be in the way, but it should kind of snap into place, and then you rotate it towards the right. Now it should be pretty flat on there. Once it's on there, take a flathead screwdriver and then take either like a soft hammer, or I'm using the channel locks, and just beat it to the right until it snaps into place and doesn't move anywhere. Should be nice and tight, good to go. Now we got to re-put all these hoses and these clamps back on here as well. So we're going to go ahead and grab our three pieces again, look like this. Going to slide these up. These again get rotated to the right till they lock into place. Easy peasy, like that. Okay, and there's really no need to take a flathead and tighten those. You can do it with your fingers pretty easy like that. Now we have to put in all of these hoses again. So this is really easy. I just kind of get them started like this. Okay. Then I take my channel locks again, and we'll just compress the band. So it opens it up, then we'll just slide it on until it won't go anymore. Okay, good. Okay, all of these clamps should be up all the way and the hose should be tied up against this coupler right here. Now all you gotta do is take your electrical connectors again. They only go in one way, so you can't mess that up. Snap them into place. Okay, they kind of tuck away in this little cubby right here. And there's a little notch out right here where you can put the wires at so they're kind of flush with the back of this mechanism. Right like that. Now I always like giving everything a look over real quick. Couplers in, 3 couplers in, hose clamps are all installed with the hose, electrical connector is in, this is the wires are in right here. Take our cover, there you have it. Alright, now we can put the dishwasher back on the ground. Now we can put our drain back on our dishwasher. Again, just expand this hose clamp. Go ahead and stick it on that gray nozzle right there and just push it in. Okay. Now this could be a bit tricky. So when you go to slide in your dishwasher, you're going to have these 2 channels. This channel here is for the wire to go through, and then this channel right here is underneath your drain is where the water inlet goes. So you want to make sure when you go to put this in, you have your dishwasher straight on where it goes into, and you kind of have these just kind of started where they have to go to underneath there. That way they don't get caught and you can slide it right in. Now we can go ahead and put the water line back on. It's just kind of hanging out right here. Just screw it on. Take your crescent wrench. Alright. Same thing with the electrical. Just go ahead and put the wires through. You can do one at a time if you need to. It's a little easier. That's the way I do it. Remember, white to white, black to black. Bare copper to green or bare copper. Okay. And then ground. Okay, and shove it all back in there. Okay, good. Take our beauty ring, our beauty kickboard here, put that back into place. Alright. Okay, I already went ahead and screwed in these 2, one here and one here. That way my dishwasher is installed correctly. Now let's go ahead and take this again, right here. We're going to stick it in the hole right here, and it should clip into the back and on the top right there into place. Snapped into place right there, snapped into place in the back. Now that's good. I forgot to show how to put the water wall back in, but it's the exact opposite. You want to make sure that you have the front down like this. It goes into that hook, and then you go ahead and slap the back part of the water wall down right here where the jets come out, and then you just put your 2 screws right back into place and put your covers on. Alright, I just turned on the water and the power. Everything's back to normal again. Let's see if it works. So let's turn the power on, dummy out the switch, and hit start. The water wall should start moving. Look at that. No more grinding. No more hesitation. Now just pop back into place again. There you have it. Last but not least, we'll go ahead and throw in our baskets again. Nice. And there you have it. Dishwasher now fixed. Hopefully it's the last time I have to fix this. If it does break again, I'm going to ditch the Samsung and get something else. Let me know if it worked for you. I hope it does. Please leave me a like, subscribe, and I always answer all my comments. If you have any questions about this, just let me know. I'm more than happy to help you. Until next time, stay safe out there. Stoney's out.